In the last 30 or 40 years, there has been a significant increase in interest in what you call the dialogue between science and religion, and it has become an important feature of academic life, but also in public discussions in the press and so forth. This is especially true because in our culture, the role of science has a dominating role. We live in a culture in which the authority of science, the discoveries of science tend to dominate discussions and provide the categories of analysis into which all other areas of human life need to be inserted or fitted in some way, including religion. So when we talk about the dialogue between science and religion, we need to remember that without the role of philosophy, that is, that without the role of systematic thinking about the nature of science and the nature of religion, we're not going to have much of a dialogue, because the vocabulary of science, of contemporary science, and the vocabulary of religious belief, although sometimes we use the same words, they don't mean the same thing because they're used in quite different contexts. And too often people think that science is the master determiner of the truth of things. But by science they have a kind of narrow notion, such a view has a sort of a narrow notion of science, a science which is limited to experimental observation, to mathematical formulations, and so forth. But if we look at the very origins of the concept of science, it's Ciencia in Latin, which literally means knowledge. In Greek, the word is episteme, which also means knowledge. So that traditionally science refers to a systematic body of knowledge about a given subject in terms of causes. So in such a notion of science, not only what we do today is science, but all areas of human inquiry, ethics, logic, metaphysics, grammar, are all sciences in the traditional sense of the term, namely a systematic body of knowledge about a given subject.